He hoped no one would see he wasn't helping. At last, Rheneas and Peter Sam came down the hill. Their wagons were full of sheep. Skarloey watched the farmers unload the sheep. Then, Peter, Sam, and Rheneas puffed back up the hill into the storm. They were being very brave. Skarloey felt bad. He wanted to help, but he was too scared. Peter, Sam, and Rheneas worked very hard. They puffed up and down the hill, bringing sheep safely to the farmers. Then there was trouble. Peter, Sam, and Rheneas had puffed up and down so many times, they both ran out of coal.
Oh no, wished Rheneas sadly. There are still more sheep up on the hill.
What are we going to do? Chuffed Peter Sam. Skarloey looked at his two friends. They were very tired and very sad. Then he looked at the farmers. They were worried about the sheep.
If a big engine like me is frightened of thunder, the little sheep must be very scared,
Skarloey chuffed to himself.
I wanted to help the sheep. I wanted to help the farmers. And I wanted to help my friends. But I haven't helped any of them. I've let them all down.
He felt terrible. Skarloey puffed slowly out of his hiding place. Rheneas and Peter Sam were pleased to see him. Did you collect lots of sheep? Peter Sam asked.
We didn't see you, puffed Rheneas.
Skarloey sadly told them what had happened.
I was too scared of the thunder and lightning to go up the hill with you, he wished. So I hid and I watched you working. Because of me, there were still sheep on the hill. So now I'm going up to collect them, he chuffed.
There was another flash of lightning and a roar of thunder. But Skarloey didn't notice. He pumped his pistons and puffed off bravely up the hill. The lightning flashed around Skarloey, and the thunder roared. But Skarloey wasn't scared. All he thought about was collecting the sheep and bringing them safely down the hill. Skarloey arrived at the top of the hill. The farmer was waiting. He was very pleased to see Skarloey. The sheep were quickly loaded into the cars, and Skarloey set off down the hill. It was very hard work, but Skarloey didn't give up. He chuffed up and down the hill until he had collected all the sheep. Skarloey felt very happy. I'm braver than I thought, he wished, and he puffed proudly down the hill for the last time. Rheneas and Peter Sam were waiting for Skarloey at the bottom of the hill. Well done, they tooted. They were very happy to see him and proud of their friend. 3 cheers for Skarloey, the farmers cheered. Skarloey smiled.
I didn't think I could do it, but I could.
The lightning still flashed and the thunder still roared. But Skarloey was the happiest engine on Sodor. Duncan does it all. Duncan is a very lively engine. He likes to do important jobs, and he always likes to be busy. One afternoon, Duncan arrived at the wharf. He had to collect freight cars of straw. More loads of straw, he wished. Duncan was fed up. What's the matter? Tooted Thomas. I've been doing the same job all day long, grumbled Duncan, collecting silly straw and taking it up to the farms in the hills. I want to do something more exciting. Just then, Rusty puffed in with freight cars of slate. He looked tired. Hello, he wished warily. I have so many jobs to do today. I'm all puffed out. What sort of jobs? Asked Duncan. Well, next I have to pick up some sightseers and show them the ruined castle, chuffed Rusty. Well, that sounds more exciting than delivering straw, Duncan tooted. I'll take your passengers for you. All right, Rusty whistled. But only if you have time and can do a good job. I have plenty of time, snorted Duncan. This is an exciting job. Duncan left his freight cars of straw and he puffed off to pick up the passengers. Duncan had collected Rusty's passengers, and soon he was chuffing cheerfully through the beautiful countryside. Look at the sights! Look at the sights! His wheels clickety-clacked along the tracks. Duncan was enjoying his new job. The sightseers were very happy to see all the wonderful sights. This is much more exciting than delivering straw, Duncan wished happily. I'd be happy to do this job all day long. On the way across the lake, the sightseers got out to take some photographs. Duncan had to wait for them. He wished he had something to do to pass the time. Just then, Skarloey puffed up. He was pulling freight cars of logs from the sawmill. Flatten my funnel, he whooshed. These cars are heavy. I hope I'm not too late for my next job. What is your next job? Duncan asked his friend. I have to collect sheep from the farm, puffed Skarloey, and take them to market. That sounds more exciting than waiting here, Duncan tooted. I'll take the sheep to market for you.